Hi, I'm Jox and welcome to Layman's Guide to Cracking the Coding Interview. So we have a slightly variation problem of the original problem. So in this case, we just have two inputs, but let me go through the questions first. So given a list of input in 24 hours clock in hours and minutes, so we need to find the minimum time difference between those 2 points. But in original, we have a several list of times and we need to find the minimum. So, but we'll come to that later. But first we're gonna tackle this. This is slightly easier than the original problem. So we have an input 23:59. So it's like a 11:59 p.m. and we need to find the difference in minutes. So that's 1 minute when it hits midnight. And in this case, we have a 8:20 and the end time is 9:30. So the time difference would be the 70 minutes. Similar case here, the starting time is 8:50, the end time is 9:20. So the difference would be the 30 minutes. So we need to calculate the time difference. This is slightly easier, but there's another one which would be a little bit complicated than this. We will do that later. Say that a person is running, so she is in a marathon. She starts at 8:20 and she finishes at 9:30. So we need to find the time difference. Just by looking at this, it's easier for us to figure out that. Same goes for here. 8:30, the ending time is 9:20. And here, the starting time and the finish time, the hours is the same, but the minutes is different. And here, it jumped from 23 to 0. So we are using a 24-hour clock. So that's why this is the new times. It's a new day. So we just need to find the difference in minutes. So let's jump into the code. So at first, we have an input as an input parameter. This is a list of 2 items. So we have a first clock and the second clock. Since the input would be in the string, we need to convert into the integers. And then we need to split with the colon. So the first index would be the hours, the second index would be the minutes. Same goes for the second clock as well. So then we compare. So we compare if the first clock and the second clock is same, then we just need to find the difference in minutes. This is quite simple one. There's a second condition. So in second condition, we have a first clock and the second clock. The second clock is higher than the first clock, and the first clock minutes is less than or equal to second clock of minutes. So in that case, first we need to find the difference in hours. So whatever difference in hours we have, we need to sum that with the difference in minutes. So this would be the difference in minutes. So we sum it, but we need to put 60 because 1 hour is 60 minutes. The other condition would be the first clock and second clock. Second clock is higher than the first clock. So the same thing goes here. We need to add 60, but there's another condition where the first clock minute is higher than the second clock minute. So in that case, we don't need to put exactly the 60. We need to subtract 1 hour by that because we have a first clock minute higher than the second clock minutes, right? So in that case, we return the same thing, but make sure we have this mark, like we are putting this thing. And then we have another condition where the first clock is higher than the second clock. So that means we are shifting to a new day. When we shift to the new day, we need to find the time difference again. So in this case, we put 23 because time starts from 00. So in the 24-hour clock, so it starts with 23. So we first get the hours difference, then we find the minutes difference. Then we sum, and we also need to multiply or get the product of hours in difference with 60, and then we add the minutes difference. And it's pretty simple and straightforward, and we'll come to the runtime later. Let's run the program in application. So this is my code. It's exactly what I have. And for now, we have 23:59, just 1 minute before the midnight, and the end time is the midnight. So just looking at this, we could say it's 1 minute difference. Let's run the program. It's 1. So now I wanted to put something else. Let me copy this and I want to put it here. So just looking at here, we could say the time difference, but let's run. So we have a 21 minutes because it's starting almost 1 minute before the 21. So we have like a 20 over here and 1 from here. So that's why we have the output as 21. Now we put this. And here the time difference is quite easy to estimate just by looking at it. But let's run the program if we get the exact. Yeah, so we have a 70 right here. So it's a 70 minutes of time difference. I even wanted to try this, but actually we don't need to change any condition in this situation because we're jumping into the new day. Here we go. It's not 190 minutes because starting was at almost at 11:30 p.m. and the ending is at 2:40. So that like a difference in minutes would be 190 minutes. And this is all the code. And you may realize the runtime of this program is just O of 1. Sorry, it should be O of 1 because it's just checking the conditions. That's it. Thank you.